Welcome to the SUNY Potsdam Library's tutorial on BearCat, the library's catalog. This video will discuss how you can use BearCat to locate books in the library's collection, as well as how you can order books from other libraries if our collection doesn't have what you need. As a student at SUNY Potsdam, your tuition covers all library services except printing, and that includes access to the collections of both the Crum Main Library and the Crane Music Library. When you find a book you'd like to borrow, just take it to the circulation desk and use your student ID to check it out. No other library card required. All books have a common due date at the end of the semester, so if you check out a book on the first week of class or 2 weeks before finals, those books will be due the same day. So that way, you don't need to worry about tracking a bunch of different due dates. Other materials, like DVDs or CDs from the music library, have different borrowing lengths, which can be found on the library's website. Now, the best way to go about finding a book is by using the library's catalog, called BearCat, located on the library's website at library.potsdam.edu. You can see right off that there's a search bar in the middle of the screen that defaults to everything. There are also other choices, including one that says SUNY Potsdam Library Catalog, which you can also access using the BearCat link lower on the front page. Picking this SUNY Potsdam Library option will limit you to only physical items, like an actual physical book, or a CD or DVD. So use it if you know you're looking for a physical book. However, that option won't find you electronic resources like ebooks, and our library has thousands of ebooks on all sorts of different topics. So you generally won't want to eliminate them, and they can be found by doing an everything search. When you do an everything search, be warned. Everything literally means everything the library has, including books, scholarly journal articles, popular magazine articles, music, movies, and more. So often your initial search results will be overwhelming, with thousands or even tens of thousands of returns. But we'll take a look at tools to quickly and easily reduce those thousands down to a manageable number. For this example, let's say I want to write a research paper about killer whales. So I've done an everything search for the keyword orca. As you can see, we got more than 23,000 items in our results, a number that's far too large to easily search through. And further, many of them aren't about the animal at all, but instead are about the orca programming language or a book publisher that's called orca. We can also see that some of these items are articles, while others are books. Now we can use the Tweak Your Results tools on the left of the screen to get those 23,000 items down to a manageable total and to filter out all the irrelevant returns. If we're only interested in ebooks and other electronic resources, we can select the Available Online link under Availability, and if we want to set a date range for our items, say we only want books from the last 5 years, we can do that under Publication Date. But our most powerful tools for filtering are Format and Subject. Format will limit the types of items we're looking for. So if, say, we don't want articles, we can click the red checkbox to the right of that line to immediately eliminate those 19,000 items from our results. Or, if we only want books, we can check the box to the left of that line and click Apply Filters to only have books. And as you can see, by doing that, we're now down to only 256 items. Subject is an even more powerful filter. Every item in the library's collection is cataloged with one or more subjects attached. And here we can see the subjects of all the items remaining in our results. So once again, we can eliminate those that are irrelevant or just include those that are on our topic. In this sample, I'll just keep the subjects nature and animals. And as you can see, in a couple of clicks, we've gone from 23,600 items down to an easily managed 17, all of which are books on the animal orca. You can see that many of these items are ebooks, as indicated by the Available Online link. Clicking that link will give you access to the book, which you can read online, download as a PDF, or even just download the individual chapters relevant to your work. Now you don't get to keep access to this book forever. Those PDFs will stop working after 21 days, just like if you checked a physical book out from the library and had to return it eventually. but if you still need the item after 21 days are up, just come back and download it again. BearCat defaults to a keyword search, so if you'd like to be more refined with your inquiries, you can click the Advanced Search link up near the search bar. From here, you can search for multiple terms at once, and you can also use the drop-down menu to search by specific terms such as an author's name or a book title. When you have the results you want, just click the individual entry to see information about the book itself. This shows that the book is available on the shelf at the Crum Library, along with the Library of Congress call number where it can be found. You'll also find other important information in the catalog entry, such as the author's name, the subjects attached to the book, the publisher, and the year of publication. There's even a citation button you can use if you'd like to copy it into your bibliography. But always be careful. These auto-generated citations often have minor errors, such as periods or commas being out of place, or words improperly capitalized. So always be sure to double-check them with a citation style guide, such as one you can get from the website of the SUNY Potsdam Writer's Block. If you can't find what you need within the SUNY Potsdam Library's collection, you can expand your search to more than 50 other libraries within the SUNY system simply by selecting All SUNY Library Catalogs from the drop-down menu. This vastly expands the number of resources available to you, as you can see from the results of our ORCA search. 17 items for SUNY Potsdam, 1,146 items for all SUNY libraries. If you'd like to request one of these items for delivery, just click the SUNY Resource Sharing link in the middle of the screen. Items requested through resource sharing generally take about a week to arrive. You'll get an email once it's in, and can pick it up at the Crum Library's circulation desk. Now there's one final option for locating books if you can't find what you need through either the SUNY Potsdam Library's catalog or SUNY Resource Sharing, and that's WorldCat, which can be reached from the library's homepage. WorldCat stands for the World Catalog and allows you to access the collections of more than 15,000 libraries worldwide. You can order WorldCat books through our interlibrary loan system, which is called Iliad. The first time you use Iliad, the system will prompt you to create an interlibrary loan account, which is a very quick and easy process. Because it's drawing from 15,000 libraries, WorldCat will likely deliver very large results. Our ORCA keyword search in WorldCat delivers over 40,000 items, including more than 24,000 books. Because of that, it's usually best to go to WorldCat when you're looking for a specific book or author that you can't find elsewhere. Conduct an author or title search to get right to the item you want. Once you've found the book you're looking for, you can see a list of the libraries that have it by clicking the Libraries icon near the top left, and you can order it for delivery by clicking the Request Item Through Iliad link in the center of the screen. Interlibrary loan books usually take at least a week to arrive, and sometimes considerably longer, depending on how far it's coming from, how busy the other library is, and so on. So it's always important to take that lag time into account. If you're using books for a research project, be sure to order them early, even if you won't be starting work on the assignment until later in the semester. You don't want to wait until the last minute and then not have enough time for the books you ordered to arrive. So that's how to use the SUNY Potsdam Library's catalog to locate books. Try spending a bit of time playing around with the search functions of BearCat just to get familiar with them, because you're almost certain to need to use them throughout your college career. And if you're ever struggling to locate a book within the catalog, always feel free to ask any of the staff members at either the Crum or Crane Library, who will be happy to help.